I'd like to explain a little bit. So Lockheed Martin is a weapons manufacturer. They might tell you that they're in the business of defense, but what we really know is that they're in the business of genocide. They're in the business of profit. They're in the business of manufacturing weapons to kill innocent civilians. And guess who pays for that? We do. So Lockheed Martin has made billions of dollars off the oppression and genocide of the Palestinian people over the decades. In 2014, Lockheed Martin signed a series of contracts with the Israeli government to produce aircraft parts. According to Lockheed, this contract is expected to exceed $4 billion, with another $933 million worth of agreements signed in 2016. More recently, in July of last year, the Israeli government agreed to buy 25 additional F-35 fighter jets for a total of $3 billion. And what people might not know, what people might not realize, what people might not understand is why is so much of America silent about this? Or why is the narrative that the peaceful student encampments are violent? Why is that the narrative? Why? Because every single person with investment accounts is profiting off of this genocide. Many of your parents, many of your friends, your siblings, your loved ones have investment accounts tied up in companies like Lockheed Martin, right? And this is the fundamental problem when you have companies that can profit off of manufacturing things that just exist to kill people. So it's truly sickening to see and think about, but that is why there is so much complicity in this. It's because people are making money and people are making profit. And people are calling for the schools to divest. We need to be calling on our retirement accounts, on our people who are living off their savings to also divest from these companies, because it is our money that is making these companies rich, right? And that is perpetrating this. So please keep that in mind.
I'm State Representative Chris Rabb. I represent the 200th Legislative District of Pennsylvania in Northwest Philly. I represent 68,000 souls across 4 neighborhoods. This is my 4th term in office. I work down the street in the largest full-time state legislature where bribery is legal, where corporations through various means can funnel unlimited funds to whomever does their bidding. There are people who are complicit in this because they accept, allow, and encourage the corporate infiltration of the legislative process, the political process.
Shame!
That's state law here. They can do it. Just because they can do it doesn't make it right. And you all are standing on the right side of history. And I'm here in solidarity with you. I'm here because of you, because you chose to be here in this moment. You didn't have to be here. You chose to be here. With extraordinary scrutiny, people are watching. Some people are watching and are encouraged and inspired. Others watching to surveil. This is a surveillance state. And those of us who dissent in the ways that we are dissenting in this extended moment, we are being surveilled. So your courage is not lost on me. Your courage fuels my independence, which is not easy in that legislative body down the street. But I didn't do the work because it was easy. I do the work because it matters. And it matters most when we listen to the people closest to the pain.
Yeah.
Policies that are authored by folks who are nowhere near the pain or benefit from that pain produce bad policy.
That's right.
Am I right?
Absolutely.
So I'm here because I believe in you, because I respect you, because you inspire me, and for whatever trouble I get in being here in this moment, in speaking in this moment, it's worth it, because I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for good trouble. 30 years ago, when I was doing the same thing, fighting against apartheid at Yale University, and one of the richest endowments in the world, the trustees were trying to gaslight student and faculty who stood on the right side of justice. and we said, we must divest. Well, fast forward, we must divest state dollars from any nation and every nation that invests in genocide, ethnic cleansing, blockades against humanitarian aid, war crimes and such. We are complicit if we don't speak up, and most notably those of us who are elected officials. This is our job. I have no direct bearing on ceasefire. I am not in Congress. I am a member of our state legislature, but let me tell you, there are 4 funds, 4 publicly stewarded funds, that we can have a direct impact on to make sure that those funds do not fund genocide.
Woo!
So I am here specifically in my role as a state lawmaker in this Commonwealth because I believe that this fight is just. I believe in a free Palestine. I do not believe in occupation anywhere. So I want to thank you all for your courage, your commitment, your vision, your care. When I look at these encampments, rallies, protests, and I see the broad diversity of humanity stepping up. It's not all Arabs, is it? No. It's not all Muslims, is it? No. It's not all Philly. No. It's not all Harrisburg. No. It is a wide swath of humanity who knows right from wrong. And I'm not going to be bullied. And I understand that I'm going to get in trouble. I'm always getting in trouble. If I'm going to get in trouble, let it be for the right reason. This is one of those reasons. So I honor your struggle. I care about you. Let me love on you publicly. There are those of us in elective office, and granted, not nearly enough of us, but I am one of a few, and I've taken this moment just to be here to let you know that I care. And I know that the retribution is coming. I've seen it already. It is worth it because it is the right thing to do. So please continue the struggle. Do it with love, do it with ferocity, do it with care and intention like you have, and I'll keep standing up for you and with you and by you. Thank you all. Free Palestine!
We are at 215 days of daily bombs targeting children and pregnant mothers and elderly. So I want to take a moment to read this poem. I'm a Palestinian who was born and raised in this country. This country that constantly funds the suffering and pain of my people every single day. For over 75 years, actually. So I'm just going to read a poem that I wrote on Eid. If any of you guys know what Eid is, it's a really, really important holiday for Muslims. We have 2 of them a year, just 2. And this Eid day for Gaza was absolutely the worst. It's titled Eid Musings on a Cruel Earth, April 7th, 2024. I see my family and friends in every single video and photo of this genocide. I see their names in every post. I see their love, their hospitality, their hearts, in every plea for help, for ceasefire, for the world to see them, to acknowledge the grave injustices being committed. I see my community being ripped from their loved ones. I feel the grief as they cry out in unimaginable loss. I feel their generosity and resistance in every smile, every kindness, every assurance they share with one another. I also feel the world falling apart around me. On this Eid morning, as the number of massacred families rises. It is day 187. Over 6 months have passed, and my people have suffered the most inhumane acts ever recorded in the history of this earth. Eid Mubarak. These are just some of my feelings as somebody who is so far away. But every single one of those names is a name that I know. It's my brother, Ahmed. It's my brother, Omar. It's my sister, Ines. It's my cousin, Iman. All of these names that you see day in and day out. Every single one of them is my niece or my nephew, my cousin, my sibling. We need to stop this. Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine!
So we have a call to action to finish today for you. We have a list of our Pennsylvania elected officials and money that they received from Lockheed Martin for their campaign. This is an incomplete list. We know that our politics in this country is run by whoever writes the biggest check. So our call to action is for you to pick up one of these sheets and to contact these elected officials. We include officials and amounts they received, and we included a script for how to contact them and what to say. Just a template for you to work off of so you don't have to come up with something out of the blue. We have contact numbers for them. You can also look up their emails. But we are going to call them out for their complicity in this genocide. Please contact these warmongers and let them know that it is unacceptable, the blood that is dripping off of their hands. Thank you very much for being here. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine! $500. This is in 2023, 2024. This is now. This is recent. In the House, Matt Cartwright, 8th Congressional District, $8,000. Chrissy Houlihan, 6th Congressional District, $4,000. Brian Fitzpatrick, 1st Congressional District, $3,000. Glenn Thompson, 15th Congressional District, $3,000. Brendan Boyle, 2nd Congressional District, $1,000. Madeline Dean, 4th Congressional District, $1,000. Dwight Evans, 16th Congressional District, $1,000. Dan Muser, 9th Congressional District, $1,000. Guy Reschel, 14th Congressional District. Mary Gay Scanlon, 5th Congressional District, $1,000. Lloyd Schmucker, 11th Congressional District, $1,000. Contributions from Lockheed Martin to other PACs and party committees. The Keystone American PAC. Affiliate Bob Casey, $5,000. Bob Casey again for Senate, $4,500. Making Americans Count PAC, $5,000. Cat Wright for Congress, $8,000. In 2022, Bob Casey again, $2,000. Shapiro Davis and Governor Shapiro's inauguration, $25,000. Cat Wright for Congress, $8,000. Keystone America, again, $2,500. So you see, as Rep. Rab said, there are people here on the state level, at a federal level, and even at a local level, if we look into it, that are directly profiting from Lockheed Martin. They're profiting off of the broken backs of our Palestinian men, and off of the faces of the Palestinian children that are torn off and thrown to the ground. This morning I watched a video of Palestinian mothers and fathers picking up the pieces of their children from the ground and putting them into bags. Mother's Day is coming up. Think of the mothers. Think of the mothers who are scattering across Rafah to pick up the pieces of their children and hold on to them. Think of the orphans, wounded child, no family left behind, an acronym created just for the children of Gaza. There is not a single hospital that wasn't bombed. There is not a single school that wasn't bombed. There is not a single child who has not lost someone. There's going to be an entire generation of Palestinian children who do not have an arm or a leg or a parent. An entire generation. But I'll tell you one thing. They're going to grow up to a free Palestine, and their children are going to say, what happened to your arm, Baba? What happened to your leg, your mama? And she's going to say, don't worry about it, we're free now.
بالروح بالدم
بالدم
بفديك يا أقصى
نفديك يا أقصى
بالروح
بالروح
بالدم
بالدم
بفديك يا رفح
نفديك يا رفح
بالروح
بالروح
بالدم
بالدم
بفديك يا غزة
نفديك يا غزة
بالروح
بالروح
بالدم
بالدم
بفديك يا فلسطين
نفديك يا فلسطين.
Lockheed Martin, you are